What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Drea Moore. This is Drea, and you have made it to week 3 of the Hip Opener Challenge. So let's go ahead and hop on in, grab your yoga mat or yoga mats, and make sure you like, follow, and subscribe if you are enjoying this challenge. And be sure to let me know other videos that you would like to see moving forward so that we can keep this thing flowing. Alrighty, let's get started in a comfortable seated position. And we're going to begin with what I call the 90-90 switch and fold. So one leg is going to be right in front of you, parallel to the front of your mat. The other leg is going to be bent behind you, and your back foot is going to be on its side. The inside of the foot is going to be turned on its side. And from here, you're going to fold over your front knee, walking your hands straight out, folding here, walking your hands back toward your knee, sitting up nice and tall. And from here, what we're going to do, keep our feet where they are. Our knees are going to flip to the other side. So keep your feet planted, switch your knees over, and you're going to fold on the other side, folding over your knee. And we're going to hold each side for a couple of breaths. So let's go ahead and switch to the other side. We're going to do this 4 more times. And switch. And switch. And switch. Last time. Okay, meet me back in the center. Keep your feet in that 90-90 angle. You're gonna take your back leg. You're gonna swing it to the front, and then that foot is going to come over to the outside of your thigh. So now we're kind of in this pretzel situation. This pose is called the half Lord of the Fishes. This is one of my favorite yoga poses. And you're going to take your opposite hand. So if your left leg is crossed over your right, then you're going to take your right hand, grab your left knee, okay? You're going to pull on your knee, twisting over to your left. As you pull on your knee, you should feel a stretch on your outer thigh. If you have a little more space that you can or like to feel, you can reach your right arm up instead of grabbing your knee and take your elbow, pressing into your knee and twist. Making sure you are breathing. Let's let this go. Deep breath as you untwist. And we're going to switch to the other side. So now the leg that was just up is going to be down on the ground. And you're going to take, this is my right leg crossing over my left thigh. So if you're there with me, then this is where your leg should be. And this time your left arm is going to either reach up and cross over your top knee, or your hand is going to grab onto your knee or leg. So if you notice, this is also a really good spinal twist as well. So the more you push into your knee, the more you're able to deepen your twist in your spine, stretching out your hips. Let's come on back to the center. All right. So now we are here in what is called double pigeon. So if you are here and your legs are just kind of like not really able to stack over one another, you can grab a yoga block. All right. So you can take a yoga block and bring your yoga block to where your knee is. All right. And so this should already feel like a really good stretch. If not, if you have a little more space to fill, you can work on stacking your knees on top of each other. And from here, then you're going to fold over your legs. You should really feel a good stretch in your outer thigh. And then you're going to just hold your stretch. Let's come on back. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So the leg that was on top is now on the bottom. You're either going to take your block to meet where your top knee is, or you're going to work on stacking your knees over each other. It doesn't have to be quite perfect. This is just, wherever you are today, let's focus on that. And then you're going to fold over your legs. All right, let's come on back. All right, let's take a deep breath. Straighten your legs out and just kind of take some time to really just massage out your legs, really in a couple of really deep binds. So your legs might be a little bit tense from that. Before we move on to the next stretch. So from here, once you are finished kind of tending to your legs, you're going to lay on back on the mat. Your knees are going to be up, your feet are flat down on the ground, and we're going to do what's called a glute bridge. So with the glute bridge, you want to keep your feet planted. The palms of your hands are going to be flat down on the ground, and you're going to just lift your hips straight up to the sky, pushing down into the ground with the heels of your feet and the palms of your hand. All right. So we're going to do this together. I'm going to take a deep inhale, and then as we exhale, that's where we're going to lift our hips. So big inhale in, exhale, push. And you want to try to keep your knees from flowing out. You want to actively push your knees in, and maybe you are able to take your shoulders under your body as you push your hips forward. Hold this for 3, 2, 1. Come on back down. Let's do this 2 more times. All right, big inhale in, exhale, push. Holding that for 3, 2, 1, and back down. So for the last one of my personal favorites is to do a bind under my back with my hands interlock, my fingers interlock together. So if you want to try that, what you would do is bring your shoulders underneath your body, interlace your fingers, and really use your glutes to push your hips as far up to the ceiling as possible. All right. So big inhale in, exhale, big push. Push your shoulders under your body, interlace your fingers, pushing your heels into the ground, and you are just lifting up. It is also really good to work on your lower back strength as well, pushing into the ground, squeezing your glutes as you are raising your hips, and we're going to come on back down in 3, 2, 1. All right. Whew. Cool. So now from here, we're going to go into a reclined figure 4 position. You're going to raise your right leg up, and then you're going to cross your leg over your left leg. And from here, you're going to bring your legs toward your chest, and you're going to wrap your hands around this left thigh. pulling your left thigh in towards your chest. And we're going to hold here for a few breaths. And then you can take your left foot, bring it all the way back down to the ground. And you're just going to let your legs fall over to the left. All right, let your legs fall toward the ground, and you're going to bring and extend your arms out wide like a capital T. And as your legs are falling over to the left, you're going to look over your right shoulder. So now not only is this a hip opener, we're also opening up our spine. So these stretches are really good for the morning. Waking up your spine, doing some really good spine openers are amazing to do first thing in the morning, especially after we've been in bed for 6+ hours. One more deep breath. Come back to the center. And we're going to switch. So extend your right leg up, and then you're going to bend your right leg. Extend your left leg up and fold that over your right thigh. All right. And from here, we are pulling our knees in towards our chest. Bring your arms through and pull your right thigh into your chest. Holding for a few breaths. All right, and let's let our legs fall over to the right. You can point your right foot down first, and then we're going to send our legs over to the right side. Extend your arms out wide, looking over your left shoulder, and we are chilling. All right, let's make our way back to the center. All right, unfold your legs. And before we come up, we're going to finish this reclined position in Happy Baby. So you can hug your knees into your chest first. Extend your legs up. You're going to take your hands and reach for the insides of your feet. And your knees are going to start to slowly migrate toward the outside of your body, pushing your knees down toward the ground. And you're going to point your toes down toward the ground as well. So you can also add a rock to this, rocking from side to side. All right. Let's go ahead and come back up. Feel free to hang out here in your Happy Baby as long as you like. But we're going to come back up into a seat, and I would like to invite you to a next step to a pose that we did last week. I was telling you about floating half-legged forward, no, floating wide-legged forward fold. And we were doing our butterfly pose here. All right, so meet me in butterfly pose. And then we were taking our first two fingers, wrapping it around our big toe, and then opening up our leg, either keeping it at a bend or a full extension. All right, so let's come here with our right leg, either bent or full extension, bringing it back down. And then we are also doing the same thing with our opposite leg. All right, let's do that one more time each. And if you are bending, maybe you are attempting now to go into your full extension. Feel free to stay exactly where you are. Come on back down. And other side. All right. So if you would like to try the floating wide-legged fold, we're going to start in our butterfly pose or bound angle pose, which is what it's called in yoga. And we're going to grab the insides of our foot. I'm taking my whole hand and grabbing the entirety of my foot. I need as much grip as I can get. All right. We're going to start with one leg. All right. Going to wherever you are most comfortable. And then we're going to engage our core before we lift up with our other foot. So you can still be here with your bent legs. Okay. But if you want to give it a try to extend your legs out, pushing your feet back behind you, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Come on back down. All right. I hope y'all were flying with me, floating with me. Thank you so much for tuning in to week 3. We have one more week left, so be sure to comment what other videos you would like to see. I do have some ideas I'm already working up to start the month of October with, so I'm super excited. And like I said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, checked out my website, dreamamore.com. I have a fall collection that is coming out this Saturday, which is the same day as the autumn equinox. So make sure you check that out. I'm going to have a lot of amazing Bath and Body Care goodies to share with you all. So I am super excited. And once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away some free products.